As always, I'm going to be joined by Jade the Kobold.
Hi.
Hi! So, let's see. To summarize last time, we reflected on ourselves
Hmm.
successfully, unlocked some kind of shortcut that we haven't investigated fully. Um, let's see. We received a handwritten note in a folded envelope from Puck Goodfellow that had instructions on how to best support, or was it? How to best support the court, and it was simply a one instruction note that said, "Step one, leave." Jade by join the Kobold. Yes, that's almost what I said. Um,
Well,
let's
I
see. Yes.
listen. I just want you to know right now that
Yeah.
I'm that my current what I'm doing right now is I'm making a movie poster for Rip Line, the machine that kills children, as a movie poster. So like, I just want you to know that my mind is in like we're good on this. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be a good stream, okay?
You're 5 miles away right now.
I am I am 5 miles away and absolutely right here. So let's jump into it.
Hell yes. That's how that's how you know that we both have stairs in our house. Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever. That's not the right
we
game that we're
we
playing.
we would never be any of those allegations. I'm so sorry.
Let me fix up one thing on my end here. I resided on the forums, and the only thing I got was just being transgender.
And this cat girl I found. Um,
All right. As
breakfast,
per
breakfast.
usual, at breakfast, your scholars pepper you with more questions about mortal magic.
Right. So if I understand, the ring has to go on a specific finger for the spell to work.
Well, if by spell she means communicating your marital
Mm-hmm.
status at a glance, then yes, the ring finger on the left hand is used for that.
Mm-hmm. And the ring itself, it has to be diamond or gold.
Actually, no. Despite what jewelry companies might want you to believe, it can be made of cheaper materials. Alas, if only I knew of the spell when Goodfellow and I were still on intimate terms. Perhaps my present heartbreak could have been avoided.
I choose to believe
Actually,
that Puck is like sitting right next to him. This heartbreak could be avoided.
Puck, Puck could be any one of us, truly.
Truly.
Actually, you had a chance to ask Puck about that. Hop
Mm-hmm,
immediately
mm-hmm.
sits up. And? Well, he said that Hop was mistaken and that he and Hop have actually never dated. You deem it unnecessary to include the part where Puck said that he can't even stand the guy.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I never did see the two of you together.
But well, we shared so many nights. Laughing, drinking, testing love potions, drinking. Okay, my memory is a bit fuzzy on the specifics, but that's part of my deal. I don't remember details. But still, to know a love that never was. Wait, if it never was, perhaps it still could be. Hoping to quickly dissuade him from this notion, you suggest that Puck may not be emotionally available at this present moment. Is there not anyone else in the court who catches his eye? Skip readies her notebook.
Yeah, yeah. Who's your type? Who's your type?
Uh, uh, rude. Mean.
Okay.
Mean to me specifically.
Okay, okay, noting that.
That's it. I'm not a picky man.
Well, I have great
Well,
news and terrible news. This all depends on what sort of what you define as a relationship, because you could be going out with Puck, and he acts that way to you, and you'll be happy and content in the relationship. Meanwhile, Puck does not have a relationship with you, which may actually make it hotter for this guy. Right?
that... You know what? You might be onto something here.
I really hope not.
Toxic yaoi love not triangle.
Okay, but
Well,
love vector actually sounds way too cool for it to be
I was thinking love line, and that doesn't
well,
sound...
no, it's a line, but it's only going in one direction, so it's a vector, right?
Shoot.
Or a ray.
Love Ray.
Love ray. Actually,
Now this just sounds like 80s bands.
honestly, I want to listen to. We need to crank some Love Ray.
Yeah. Conley contributes love acute angle. Well, no one, apart from Puck, immediately comes to mind, but you'll keep an eye out.
I can be your
Much
angle.
appreciated. As a result of eating brekkie, you get a small bonus. You get 10 wood.
Did you know that breakfast
Yes.
was not common until Graham and Kellogg? Yes, those two, the graham cracker guy and the Kellogg dude, encouraged people to eat enough fiber that they would poop 6 times a day, and that's why they've enforced the idea that breakfast is the most important meal and served high fiber grains, and that's the entire reason that we have a cereal aisle.
Whoa.
It's true. Kind of messed up.
I mean, I do like grain.
Mm-hmm.
Dare you look in the mirror once again?
Absolutely not.
The mirror can take you to the evening, just past victory, if you so choose. We can skip straight to nighttime now.
Nah. We have to do the.
We have to go to war.
Yeah, we have to go to work. We have a new job.
That's true. Business. Offensive job. Receive money solely through trade. Fear not, a market is always within reach.
Oh, neat.
In addition, we have farmer, working fairy, gathers food from fields, and angler, working fairy, using ancient magic, transforms water into food? How does that work? Leland, the newly minted chief economist of the court, proposes a new approach to the war. You suppose you could at least hear him out.
Okay.
Your Majesty, I am simply thrilled that you are considering a pious approach to this war. As a newly ordained priest of Market, allow me to be your guide through the transcendental world of business. Ugh, never doing that again. First things first, while following the path of market, the court will not earn money by destroying the enemy. This is because followers of market do not have jobs. They create jobs. To compensate for the lack of standard wages, market itself will provide the court with funds. What he means, no need to seek out market on the battlefield. With the business job, market is always available. The mechanisms of this divine intervention are quite complex, but I am You stop him here. You've interacted with market before, primarily by buying and selling food, water, wood, and stone. Is anything he's about to describe meaningfully different from those interactions? Technically no, but you must understand that as merely a vast simplification of the glory that is Then you'll listen to his detailed explanations at a later date. For now, you'd like to get started on the war. Very well, Your Majesty. I will remain on hand to offer advice. You're sure he will. Let's look at the weather report. We've got a stump. We've got a storage unit. We've got a barn. I don't think This game keeps surprising me.
Barn.
I have never seen this.
Really?
Yes, I have never seen a barn. Shoe. Real estate office, the glass house, and the paradoliac pumpkin, and last but not least, the Leviathan.
Leviathan. Sounds easy.
After breakfast, the court goes to war.
Mm-hmm.
Thermostat.
I don't like the business. Let's go comfy 3.
All right. We have many options here.
We do.
With her calculator returned to her, Robin can give you a detailed analysis of the battlefield. Useful strategy info. Decrease enemy precipitation by 25%. Increase the market transaction limit by 5.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's what we're good.
Yep. Receive a workshop that follows you from battle to battle. Decrease shop prices by 25%. Market transaction?
Yeah.
All right. And we have 2 more. Start with the ability to produce lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah.
Receive a small mirror that follows you from battle to battle. Or
Lumberjack. Lumberjacks are another harvester, and they're defensive, and that's the only thing we can have that it'll increase that can actually defend
They're not
itself.
defensive.
What?
You are thinking of the one that's holding a shield.
But it got.
Remember, there's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very similar, but they are different units, and these ones just are a working fairy like the others.
Oh. Still good,
Extra
I
10
guess.
water or basic income.
Oh! Oh, yes! Yes, Mu.
Yeah?
We get to make them liars. They said we only get money through market, and by choosing basic income, we are forcing them into being a liar.
You have gained a basic income. Max comfort.
Wow, nothing for that. Okay, jeez.
Oh no, I'm softly chuckling to myself at that idea.
Okay. Okay. I think we need the shop because we are a market.
Yep.
And volcanoes can protect us.
They can also unprotect us. There's a fellow on the stump again. Judging from how this went last time we saw that. Probably wants to teach us self-defense. For
Maybe.
the meager price of $1, which we could not afford last time.
In our defense, I actually don't know how to end that statement because we didn't pay for it.
Yep. In our defense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lady Havoc.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, your side too? Very, very, very kind of you, Havoc.
I think it's just gonna keep doing that.
So that's not going to be a problem.
Uh-huh.
Although they might shank any farmers that we send out.
That's fine.
Yeah. You have the option of purchasing some lessons in self-defense. Pay $1 for a lesson on self-defense. You suppose $1 isn't that much. You could spare it merely to satiate your own curiosity. You and your retinue?
Retinue.
Okay. Retinue. Gather around the stump, dollar in hand. Step right up. We'll start in a moment. As it happens, you aren't the only student present for today's lesson.
Sorry.
You want to do this one?
YouTube is exploding. I think. Okay.
We can take a minute.
Oh yeah. That's right. Oh my gosh. That's right. I have the honor of being Sensei's #1 disciple.
That doesn't mean anything, kid. And please stop calling me that. The instructor turns to you. It's your first time here, right? Let me explain how this works. Basically, each lesson, I'm gonna give you one card for self-defense and then tell you how to use it. But the first thing you gotta know is, not always gonna be here to give you cards. If you really want to defend yourself, you're eventually gonna need to find your own cards.
Question, Sensei. Where can we find these cards?
Haven't you been coming here for years, kid? You tell me.
Sensei's answers always possess so many meanings. True understanding still eludes me.
1 second. I feel like I probably need to turn you up ever so slightly on my end.
Thank you for turning me up.
There.
Yay.
Okay, look, kid. It's not a riddle. Normally, you can just find self-defense cards in shops or chests. Got it? You nod.
Shops. Chests.
Anyway, why don't you start by choosing a card? So,
Ooh.
let's just look at all these first off.
Obviously,
Archer
we want
outpost,
the Archer
defensive
outpost.
structure. Yep.
'Cause that'll last the entire
Driller.
time.
Working defensive ferry. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Standard defensive ferry. Pay in advance for shield around your court.
Ooh.
Wears off before the next battle. So it's I think I'm in a really bad position, and I think I'm going to take 15 damage today. I should get 15 shield.
Yes.
But it's, it's entirely vibes based. Thorns, defensive tradition. All who would harm you take damage in return.
Okay.
Buying it multiple times doubles it.
Neat.
Archer outpost, though, is probably the
Archer
answer.
Post. 100%. 100%. Not even a question. Yep, dead center.
The Archer outpost is promptly built at the specified location.
That's gonna come with us.
Archer outpost, now we're talking. So you may have already noticed, but this isn't a card like most of your other options. It's a structure. Once a structure has been built, you can just leave it alone and it'll do its thing. In this case, the archer in the outpost will shoot down any enemies that come within its range. And here's the important part. See this house symbol, right? You do.
A symbol? What sort of baffling wordplay is this?
Well, whenever you see that house symbol, it means the tile will follow you from battle to battle. What's more, you can freely swap anything with the house symbol as if it were your own court. So in the case of the archer outpost, it'll stick with you until it gets destroyed or the archer is removed. That's all there is to it. Why don't you take it out for a test drive, huh? That poor confused student.
Ooh, what's that first one?
Okay. Let's take a look. Barracks.
We can get 2 structures?
Dragon's Cough. Raise the tile above you one at a time. Thorns. Defensive tradition. Orchard. Working tradition. Get food whenever you gather wood. Considering that we got one of these, that's real handy. Trade water at market prices. Alright. All hail market!
Market. Okay, so we want structure.
Yeah, for sure. Must be on a mountain tile.
Perfect.
And let's see here.
Yes.
Yep, I want to scrounge for $1 more. Let's sell 1 food.
1 food. Selling 1 food will give us many food.
Yep. Explain how. Food can be exchanged for food and services.
Okay, now we just need so many people to be,
One extra dollar for 1 more to buy the passive thorns.
Okay. I suppose. So, we have good boatlands. We have good farmlands.
Mhm.
But the one we want the most is the treelands. Because the
Yep.
more trees we get, the more food we get. The more food we get, the more... the more food we get, the more wood we get. The more wood we get, the more trees we get. And the more water... and the more water we get, the more food we get, gives us the wood and... Wait.
I couldn't have put any better myself. Folks on my side, audio balance seem fine. Because once again, this is my first time doing this game with my new microphone setup.
Folks on my side, deal with it. I'm sorry. Please tell me if there's anything wrong. Please. I... Well, we kind of got everything we need shop-wise, so we can just treasure. Right?
Yeah.
Look at our entourage.
We really do have a pretty cool entourage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we got a safe, we got a treasure.
Save.
Treasure. What? No! 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 Oh. No, what did you do? What? Oh. That was a treasure. Huh?
People make bad decisions when they're flustered. People make bad decisions when they're flustered.
Impossible. I've only ever made good decisions.
Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Me either.
Don't look at me. Philosopher's Stone. Blood and money. Ignore
I mean,
shields.
That kinda
We don't
seems
need
like...
money.
But, okay.
We really don't.
No, but we could use the blood.
It does the opposite. We lose blood to gain money.
Yes. But it's market. You have to spend money to make money. We have to use blood to get more blood.
I think you're technically right.
That's one of the tenets of market.
Irritating.
We...
I think you're technically right, which is irritating as a good phrase.
Yeah. Story of my life. Lovely.
Moni.
We need... Wait, yes,
We need
anyways.
treasure. You need treasure.
Yeah?
Am I understanding correctly?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd say we should go here in order to obtain the treasure.
I couldn't agree more. My brain is working fantastic.
Oh God!
What?
A rowdy barn full of centaurs suddenly appears in front of the court. They don't mention that in the description. It just says House of Animals. It does not specify that's full of centaurs.
Right, so here's what my notes say. First of all, at the start of low tide, the barn will surround itself with fields. That's good. And, well, then the barn will attack the crow with centaurs. Anyways. Since centaurs can't go across hills, our best line of defense might be to surround ourselves with, hills.
You thank Robin for this information.
That's a lot of centaurs. That's a lot of centaurs.
We are now safe.
We are? Oh, yay.
Oh, yay.
Now move the archers so they can shoot the centaurs.
I actually want to move this one a little bit closer to better punch out
okay.
the... Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We're fine.
Good.
You accounted for that.
Yeah, I did. I accounted for that.
I told you water would give us health.
Local broadcast. Absorb surrounding water to recover health. Blessings upon your business. Prices are determined by market. We're rich.
Woodman's first.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm always right. And in one boat.
Gwynts.
Yay.
That boat is going to have to climb a mountain in order to get to the water, but sure.
I believe in them. It's a corner. It's going to be easy.
Whoa, special boss fight music.
Cool. Yay!
Mr. Boat is doing a great job.
Right? I thought he was just gonna go northeast one tile.
Have you... Jade?
Yes?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is a question I do not know the answer to, because with the life that you've lived, maybe this is true regardless. But
Okay.
have you ever tried to bring a boat up a hill?
Yes.
Alright, fair enough.
Canoes count, and canoes and kayaks both count, so yes and yes. Twice.
Alright.
What? What was the build-up for? Is that not common?
In that case, I would like to say, yes, you are free to say that it is a skill issue on the part of that fairy.
I shall. Besides,
I shall do so at once.
I shall do so
Skill
immediately.
issue. Without a moment's hesitation, I shall report skill issue, skill issue, skill issue, skill issue.
As the great Aristophanes once said, get good.
Aristophanes.
I have no idea. I look. You're mistaking me for somebody who has a plan when they open their mouth. That's gonna go in contextion, isn't it? Oh my god,
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna comment. I wasn't gonna comment.
We need some water.
Because we're in a heavily forested area, wood is super cheap.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Goods
what do we
and
got?
services. Offensive spell. Enemies become friends.
Uses water.
Knight. Archer Knight.
Ooh.
Dragon's Cough.
I think we
Stone
can
at
get...
market prices.
Okay, so hear me out.
Yes.
What if we get the Durgankoof?
Yeah.
Raise means obliterate, right?
Well, we can find out.
The answer is yes.
Yep.
Raise means obliterate. Mu?
Is that what we want?
I know what we're doing. I know how we're dealing with the Leviathan.
That would require the Leviathan to be directly above us, which might be a tall order, but also might be doable.
Also might be... Yeah, and we have 10 charges of this, so like...
Generic assets at the Temple of Market.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, I have a long con game plan here.
Cool.
I just bought the property office. So now that's ours and will come along with us.
Oh no! The power of real estate and the power of market combined?
Oh yeah. Only good things happen when those two forces overlap. Shrug. This, I guess.
Mm-hmm. One boat, one boat, one boat.
One boat.
Thank you. Wormholes are good, right? We need to match 3 wormholes, right?
I mean, I don't know that that does anything.
We haven't done it, therefore we have to.
You know, I don't disagree with you. I am actually with you completely on that one.
There's wheat near the top. I was going to say the 4 wheat, but sure. If we do the stone up top, we might be able to get... Yeah, do that. There's 3 vertical stone there, to the right. Because that's the most likely place for a wormhole to fall into, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Alas.
Aww.
Alas. Alack.
Whatever, we can dragon breath the tile above us.
That's right.
Oh, finally 3rd wormhole, but...
Yeah.
Alas, someday.
Someday.
Liquid refreshments?
The treasure chest was full of water.
That's incredible.
But did you know that water is the water of life? You consider returning to the potion shop for more love potions.
Mm-hmm.
With the glass house on the battlefield once again, you consider purchasing additional love potions. Your justification for doing so is as follows.
Mm-hmm.
First, you were unable to return home when you recently brought the court to victory. According to what the salesman told you, this implies that you have yet to undergo enough change as a person. But despite it being insufficient for this purpose, your experience at the potion of liking baseball has been entirely pleasant.
Yeah, it's increasing the amount of happiness you have.
You're not opposed to experimenting further with love potions, especially if they might still lead you home.
This is...
Except...
Oh, I just gotta want to say, though, that this is a hyperfixation. That's how hyperfixations work. You find something new that brings you joy and happiness and excitement, and you spend the next month or 2 months researching it every night, doing deep diving into everything about it, and then over that time period become an expert in the field. And then once you're an expert in the field of whatever it is that you've just started researching, then you can move on to start researching other things and become experts in other fields. That's what a hyperfixation is. It's a love potion.
A long time ago, I drank the potion of liking doom.
Better than me chugging the Love's Final Fantasy XI juice. Anyways, sorry, Your Majesty, we're all sold out. Someone came in not too long ago and bought out our entire stock.
Well, this is somewhat inconvenient. How else are you supposed to achieve a sufficient personal change? How else are you to achieve sufficient personal change to find your way home?
I don't know. Have you tried taking up new hobbies? You know, stuff like card collecting, labor organizing, opening jars, labor organizing, turning the thermostat up high, labor organizing, or rearing children.
Interesting choices of a couple of these. He notes opening jars, which is one of the methods that we use for removing a curse.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've already established... Yeah, and then we already established turning the thermostat up. That was to solve that debate at the court.
I'm going to assume that all of these are actual things. I assume there's going to be card collecting now. I assume there's going to be labor organizing at all points, and maybe we'll even have kids.
Jade.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi. I can't raise kids. I saw the joke and I'm like, no, actually, no.
No, but
Alas.
I'm still gonna make the joke.
Yep.
Good jokes are good.
You think he has a somewhat strange idea of what constitutes a hobby?
Oh, hey, there's not much else to do around these parts, but I'll get you figured out. Hey. Is indie games a hobby?
It's true that opening jars is one of the preeminent hobbies in this setting.
Nuke. Oh yeah, we gotta sell 60 bazillion things.
$40.
Kaboom!
That's gonna happen at the very start.
Yep. We'll assume that kills them.
And we are buying the glass house.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then we're using the glass house to use the potion to teleport. Oh, we can only move ourselves. Damn.
Oh.
I was hoping I could teleport the glass house toward us in order to get it safety.
We could teleport in between the glass house. If we teleport there. And then it'll only die to other things.
There we go. I used a potion of flood assurance to make it isolate them.
Perfect.
And then I actually want to do that even more carefully. So I'm going to flood assurance this mountain.
Okay.
There. Now those folks will have to go all the way up and around.
Yeah.
Just all the way like that.
Which means that they'll go on a long adventure through the fields, visiting separate nations, trekking over hill and dale and through the forest, before following the river south and to a new land of hope and promise, where they will live their new lives, long forgotten their ideas of offense and revenge, and instead settling down in a prosperous land to join us.
Yeah, and then that's when we shoot them with the archer unit.
Yeah, that's when we shoot them. This is fun. I'm having fun.
Streaming with you is a fucking blast.
I'm just glad you remembered to get a boat. I'm going to be bitter if you skip a boat at any point here, okay?
I know. I understand you well enough.
Rare chests. Rare chest.
Yeah, but missing hills all catapults is a bad combo.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's why
I
we
can't.
have... But that's why we have money! Oh yeah, because all centaurs is a lot safer, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
dang.
is. Pumpkin.
Mhm. That was there in our first run.
Yee. Yee, as it were.
I mean, ye is just V, using the letter thorn, which is the letter for TH, which vaguely resembles a Y, but it's the old thing. It's not it. Like ye has never actually been what it says.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's the letter thorn. I mean, it's one of the letters like that exists in the English language. It's the letter that makes the sound, where a lot of people use TH nowadays. Right? Like,
So it's the old tourist ton, not
it's
ye
just
old?
yeah, it's just the old whatever. That's literally just the letter TH. It's the letter called thorn. Thorn's the like name of the letter.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a way that people out themselves as fake English fans.
You know, I am in a unique position to try something strange.
Hooray!
So I'm gonna do a lot of things with this potion house.
We got money. That's the whole point of this build.
Yep. Let's
Potion
make
of
a mountain out of a
geology
molehill.
Yep. And then
Let's make another mountain out of this molehill.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one will be sacked immediately by our soldier keep.
Yes, because they're
Also,
really
hello,
cool.
Pokemaniac. And then I'm actually going to start a fire.
Jack-o'-lantern. Oh, you're a genius.
And
Buy it. Buy. Yes.
like, I discovered this on my own when I got a pumpkin and
Fire court.
a series of volcanoes.
Oh. Let's move. We have to sell. We have to max out our money. We have to max out our market.
Yes. Hold your horses, though. We're still making our purchases.
Okay. But I'm excited.
Hold your centaurs.
I would love to hold a centaur. That sounds lovely. Oh, you could have at least given them some grazing area. Oh, that was mean. Make it part of the natural mountain range by putting it further south and giving the centaurs grazing area.
There.
Great. That's so much better. That is right. Like now, the upper part looks like a stream that travels from the northern part down, up and around that area, and then down into the underneath the mountain range by Invisible River into the small ocean near us.
Gunboat, offensive rock. Attacks the enemy via water. Scamp, offensive fairy. Fast, fierce, fragile. Archer Knight, defensive fairy. Guards your court with arrows. Increase range from atop hills.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to sell the tonic in order to buy scamps.
Scamps?
Because that would be... Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Because that gives us an actual offensive fairy for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're at max health. We haven't taken any damage yet.
It's true.
Okay.
And we can
so...
we can only deploy 74 of them though.
That's true. Good to keep in mind.
Good to keep in mind.
Only 74 available.
I want you to try. I want you to try hit the button that many times and see what happens. Oh, it just reds out?
Yep. The entire timeline is full of scamps.
I mean, we gotta do that once, right?
This is also what I say when I look at... when I looked at Twitter back in the day. This entire timeline is full of scamps.
Ah, okay, okay.
You see, it's funny because a timeline is...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's go. Just kidding. Boat.
Boat.
Scamps.
Scamp.
Oh, Jesus.
I have a concern.
Me too.
I have another concern. The boat dick, I didn't die.
Someone in my chat knows exactly what to do. Take the opportunity right now.
Huh? What? What? Who?
Thank you, Dusk. Anyways, yes, there we go.
What?
A vaguely aquatic head peeks out from a body of water not far from the court. We saw the universal symbol of never go back. And so someone redeemed never go back on my channel.
Twitch nonsense. Got it. I'm vaguely familiar. Your Majesty, I have reason to believe that we are looking at a rare beast known as a Leviathan.
Correction, I believe you mean a kraken, dear Robin. Look, it's clearly a squid, not a snake. As loath as you are to agree, it's true that kraken is probably the more appropriate term.
No, it's in the book. There's a photo and everything.
Robin presents an old academic text on various monsters. There is indeed a photograph of the squid beast under a subheading labeled Leviathan.
Yep, that's correct.
As you flip through the pages, you determine that the authors use the term Leviathan as a kind of subclassification of monster.
Yes, a Leviathan is like the family name, if you will. Like, you know, if you think of like now it's really set in structure with like genus and whatever
Class. Yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, I'm opposed to dividing things into classes personally, just like on a couple levels.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate school too.
Then, like, you got like a phylum. Who has ever used a phylum? Who has ever said the word phylum and not gotten their head stuck into a toilet? Please tell me, because I want to stick their head into a toilet. Okay. If it's a monster,
swirly.
if it's a monster in the water, it's a Leviathan. Easy as, folks. It's just that easy. Putting aside what it's called, it doesn't appear to be showing signs of aggression. We can still destroy it with our death cannon, right? If it meant us any harm, it would submerge its head the moment it spots us. Like that.
Like that?
Yes, like that. Just like that.
Achieve victory over the Leviathan. We have a hospital anywhere? Yes, we do. We suddenly need one. Thanks to a not entirely fire-contained pareidolia pumpkin. Robin has notes on how the Leviathan behaves in battle.
Right, so all this is coming from the textbook, but here are the important notes. First, the Leviathan exclusively attacks from water.
Pokemaniac Chris in my chat says, I was able to impress upon someone how weird ginkgo trees are by pointing out that they are in their own phylum all by themselves.
Yeah, that's... I can't reach you right now, so go ahead. You're gonna have to head to the water closet and take care of yourself there, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult your chat. I'm sorry.
You use the magic word phylum, you get a swirly.
It's a spell.
Pokemaniac Chris, I hereby absolve you from needing to swirly yourself. Specifically, it'll strike any threat to the left or right of any water tile. Pokemaniac, you don't... Pokemaniac! No! No, I told you, you're safe!
I'm just doing it for the love of the game now.
Oh, phew. Oh god, I reached you in time.
Its strikes are strong enough to decimate our units, but it cannot attack anything that is above or below the water. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Why
But
not? Whatever.
it can't go above the water, and it can't go below the water. Yep. So we have to make sure that it's above us, so that we can obliterate it. Or alternately, we destroy every water tile on the map. Right now, that is a doable task. If you look at it, we have
Oh
1,
my
2, 3
God.
horizontal, and then that one that drops down, we can move to the right to take care of those two, and then up on the upper right, you have 3 more there. We can...
No, I was thinking that's more water tiles will come in, but
Maybe.
that is still doable because we have the Mountain Out of Molehills spell.
I don't know what's funnier, though. Because both are extraordinarily good, right? Like, not having the crack... I think not having the crack and be able to spawn is funnier. I do.
Leviathan. Also, your line.
If we want to actually attack the Leviathan, we will need to first destroy enough of its limbs to force its head to the surface.
There goes that idea.
What? Be warned, if we make it mad, it'll begin hurling projectiles similar to those fired by catapults. But good news, the Leviathan has no allegiance to the enemy. It'll attack them just as it attacks us, and they'll do the same to it. It might be in our best interest to lay low and let the enemy and the Leviathan fight each other. And those are all the notes I have.
You thank Robin for this information.
Yee.
Yee.
So... Oh! Huh. I still like the idea of blowing it up. But I don't think we can do that now. What if you take that water to the left and make a 4-match? Did that help?
Dubious. That helps, though.
Yes. I too am dubious.
Okay. Thwack. Medical establishment.
I mean, we
Max
have raw
HP
materials.
for $8, or provide raw materials and money for healing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yay.
Generic assets at market.
Because it's the boss one, it's always going to be the same.
We'll be traveling through different areas, so it could change.
Alright, so, Infinite Scamp works.
In a moment.
Well, okay.
I agree entirely, but I think we need a moment first.
Yes.
Alright. How do we want to approach this in the funniest way possible?
What are we doing?
Glass house, potion of teleport, right here. Scamps from the middle of the map, fly around, and just beat the shit out of everything.
Wait. Undo one. Okay, undo one. Go back to teleport. Go to the right. To the right one more, and one down one.
Again, its head is submerged, so we can't attack it directly yet.
Oh, but I want it to explode.
We could teleport here. And that means that we won't have a mountain in our way if we manage to bring it up to the surface immediately.
That is better.
Yeah.
We need so many scamps.
What else do we want? Is there any other spells that would benefit us a lot here?
Wait.
I don't want to set things on fire.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
What?
Buy the Kraken. Buy the Kraken tile. What?
Unfortunately, the existing owners refuse to sell that property.
Okay, that's good. Fine.
We bought the hospital, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Scamp.
More. No,
Wood
what?
carver.
Oh, I guess.
Scamp.
And one nuke. Hooray!
Commence battle?
Oh, yeah. You know, I can't help but notice.
I can't help but notice that as well.
I have terrible news.
Are we seriously going to lose because of that? I swear to God. Note to self. The pumpkin does not contain the fire. The pumpkin is incredibly flammable.
Pumpkin is the fire.
Oh my God. Yeah, same. You sit for a time on the side of your bed, trying to will away a headache before the day's work begins. Shower. You turn on the water and wait for the heat before stepping in.
The shower only has 3 match things, which increases the chance drastically, or 4 things that would increase the chance of having them match on drop of extremely high. Matching on drop is called a cascade. So you're sitting in the shower with under the cascade of. It's good.
Under a cascade of water.
Under a cascade of water. I just want to
think about movement.
Hi.
Yeah. Specifically, think about how the court is able to move freely during high tide without making any matches. At first, you thought this merely a useful trick to keep in mind when no matches are available. But now you recognize it as a powerful tool in your strategic arsenal.
Yeah, we have an arsenal.
By moving the court directly at key moments, it's much easier to achieve an advantageous position than if you just relied on matches. Additionally, once the court is in an advantageous position, you can just move it back and forth a few times, thus proceeding to low tide.
That's
right. Go ahead.
It's just good camping advice. You should have them with you, but you can't just rely on matches.
You'll try to keep these maneuvers in mind, although you found they can be pretty easy to forget when you're distracted by matches. As loath as you are to leave these...
Sorry.
As loath as you are to leave, you think you've spent enough time in the shower. Do we do the salty warp?
Oh, yeah, we would have won that.
Having mastered the art of self-reflection, you can now use the mirror as a shortcut to the evening.
Oh, wait. We have to first go... Wait. Whoa. First, we have to go to... We have to go to the library.
Look here. I do believe the artist has pulled a fast one on us.
Oh, how so?
Look closely. They have neglected to paint their subjects' athletic shorts.
You are correct. How strange.
Even stranger, the shorts are still clearly part of the painting, despite not being painted.
I expect this is a useful technique for saving paint.
Undoubtedly. Grab some brekkie. As you arrive at breakfast, you are a bit perplexed to find the dining hall so empty. But just as you sit down to eat, a whole company of your courtiers suddenly emerge, bearing cake and yelling, "Surprise!"
Yay!
You are suitably surprised, especially since you didn't think it was your birthday. In fact, you are fairly certain today is not your birthday, but you cannot be completely certain given the odd passage of time within the court.
No. You have received a cake, therefore it is your birthday.
It is your birthday.
Yes.
No matter. Your courtiers named today Queen's Day and have prepared a feast for you. The meal is lavish and rich in every type of confection. You got 50 food. You got 50 water. You got 50 wood. You got 50 stone. Comfort increased.
Wow.
With time and repetition comes comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 4. In addition, your courtiers inform you that today, you are free to rest.
Oh.
That's because today, they perform to plan your duties for you.
Yay! Her Majesty is so busy with the war every day. If nothing else, she should have the day off for Queen's Day.
That's right. Leave the war to us, Your Majesty. Feel free to kick back. You don't offer any protests, but hearing this makes you a little bit nervous. If they insist on taking command of the war, well, you have a pretty good idea of how that'll turn out.
Fantastic.
And you were right.
Okay.
You awake in your office as if you had just completed a brief nap. You suppose brief is also a fair description of the war that the court just participated in. You know, maybe you could get back to work right away. You remain a little bit restless after the quick excursion. You're not sure if you're in the mood to socialize with your courtiers today. They do tend to go on and on. You're pretty certain that you won't miss anything if you just return to war immediately.
Yeah, but there's things that are flagged new, so obviously that was a thing, you know.
Yeah. A rehearsal of some sort is proceeding near the gates. Fancy. Yo! Neat! You receive petitions from members of the court.
Now the proper work of queening. Let's go.
Although there are many expectations of the Queen of the Court, there are very few certainties. While none of your court seem able to define the exact extent of your duties and privileges as Queen, they are happy to make requests of you. Seeking to order the chaos, you agree to hear their petitions, but only during designated hour near the start of the day. First in line, a young woman.
I would like to have it every 5th day following the week's start to feature a feast of great indulgence. Eh?
Having previously conferred with the court's chefs, you confirm that, yes, Friday will be pizza day.
Hooray.
Next, the cat.
Meow.
My bowl is empty, and yet I remain unsatiated. I believe this to be the work of a cruel sorcerer.
Meow.
Great Queen, I would have you raise a host, post a considerable bounty, call upon the finest warriors in the land.
Meow.
Please consider no cost too burdensome as you work to ensure that my dinner is restored to me. Dinner! You shake the cat's food bowl so the piles of kibble that are stuck to the side collapse to the center. The cat immediately begins eating as you motion the line forward.
Flawless.
Next, your scholars, Hop and Skip, approach you simultaneously with dual petitions.
3, 2. My petition
And
is
my
that you
petition
don't
is that you don't grant Skip
Grant
hers.
petition.
They look at you expectantly. Skip even pulls out a notebook.
Of
You
course
commend
she
them.
does.
You commend them for constructing a simple paradox, but remind them that you are under no obligation to grant any of their petitions. I told you that wouldn't work.
On the contrary, this provides ample data on Her Majesty's capabilities.
Finally, the last petitioner, a fairy dressed in soldier's garb, approaches your desk and salutes. I guess.
Your Majesty,
Your Majesty.
I am in dire need of some coaching.
Puzzled, you ask what particular skill or field of study he hopes to improve on with coaching.
Well,
He looks around sheepishly.
pains me to admit it, but I do not understand the difference between offense and defense. Okay.
Okay, well,
sorry. No, that's you.
Okay, well, in a competition or conflict between two teams, offense usually refers to the team that's attacking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So say in a football game, the team attempting to aggressively take the ball away from the other team is the offense, yeah?
Not quite. In most ball games, the team with the ball would be considered the offense because they're in a position to score.
Sorry, I'm...
Hey, Jade, are you in
Hi.
a position to score?
It's just very funny. because...
Just kidding, because we established this last time that you aren't. Was that too much?
No, that... Anyways... This is very funny because, in Japan, the word for offense and defense is, tori and uke, which is is also what they use for, what they also use for martial arts. It's who's doing the attack and who's receiving the attack. Tori is, the aggressor, and uke is the receiver. And in LGBT relationships in Japan, the terms for top and bottom, respectively, are seme and uke. Which, uke still means receiver.
Or defender.
Yes, but it comes from the word for receiver. So in this case, So it's very funny. If we go back a line here, go back up here. They would be the offense because they're in a position to score. This entire conversation is great with that context, even though it was don't think it was intentional, but it adds layers here that I'm enjoying. Okay. And if you want to know if your Japanese friends are horny or not, ask them what the opposite of uke is. And if they are not horny, they will say tori, because that's the sports term, offense-defense.
Yeah. He frowns.
Despite having to defend the ball, they're not considered defense?
The terms are blurry. You can see why you might get confused. You suppose the distinction comes down to what exactly is being attacked or defended.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of football, it's the opposite. It's the opposing team's goal that is considered under attack when your team is on the offensive.
Fascinating. Then in the context of the war, what is the court defending?
Well...
Wait, are we attacking? Do we even have a ball?
Sometimes you...
Oh, my apologies, Your Majesty. I've already taken up more than my fair share of your time. I will ruminate on your considerable wisdom.
He salutes again and marches away, leaving you to your own devices for the rest of the morning.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? Yeah, I'd like to investigate the dining hall, right? Investigate some brekkie. Small bonus. 10 stone. Guess it was stone soup.
Mm-hmm.
10 stone soup.
Or pickles.
Pickle stones?
Yes. Pickle stones. Do you not know about pickle stones?
No.
Okay, so you think this is a non sequitur, but no. You see, a
Do
pickle
we
stone.
warp? Do we warp, by the way?
Oh, after we go to the library.
We can't. Or that would be an evening thing, rather.
Ah, okay. So, if you are pickling and fermenting the pickle, so
Yeah.
like
Pickle in a pickle.
sauerkraut, kimchi, things like that, you want to have pressure on top of it. Okay?
Ah, rocks.
And you want to have the right amount of pressure so that if there is more extra gases, it will lift up enough to self-burp and to self-vent the gases, but not so much that it's going to push down and squish the pickles. So finding a properly weighted pickle stone actually is, or was before engineering stuff, was a thing. It's like, okay, I'm making pickles, I need to find a good sized pickle stone of that's going to be the right weight, the right shape, and like the correct density. Like, there's a lot that goes into finding a good pickle stone. So if we had pickles for breakfast, which is a normal breakfast meal, as every trans girl knows, then we may just have collected off the pickle stones and taken the pickle stones with us.
Having mastered the art of self-reflection, you can now use the mirror as a shortcut to the evening. Head to the evening.
Yes.
You walk into the mirror, and in doing so, slip through the cracks in the court's magic.
We'll assume we won.
Detour. You emerge from the mirror on the other side of the day and the court. Grab our keys from the bookend. From the bedstand.
I can't use those.
Keys or bedstands?
Bedstands. One time when I was a kid, I fell out of a bed and I hit my eye on a bedstand and had to go to the operating room to get stitches. And when I went there, they were going to put in an IV, like a little water line, like a water, so like a little prick. And they're like, okay, we're going to stick this in you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I understand. I'm in a lot of pain already. This is going to help me. It's, don't worry. It's not going to be bad. Okay, look, lady, I am ready to go. Just shove that in there. And I've already committed to, that. It's going to feel just like a bee sting. Now, I have a thing with bees, you see. And
the worst thing they could have said.
That is, in fact, the worst thing they could have said. So in my country, hospitals have different new regulations for missing children now. Since I was a kid.
You ran?
I ran and hid, and I was very good at both.
Oof. Yeah, that was the wrong thing for them to say.
Yep. So anyway, I can't use bedstand tables.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Nervous about potentially losing them again, you pick up all the keys you've managed to retrieve this far. These keys include the key to your storage unit, the key to success, and that's it. Let's see, head for the gates. Look out from atop the walls. We know we can open 2 of the locks on the gate, but that's it. Check out the scoreboard. Guest team is at 7. We are at 10. Still winning.
Wow.
Library. Okay. You have vague memory of tailing Puck through these halls. If only you could review that memory somehow. Although I do remember. We went to the door. We went left. And
although if the ship moves, we should be using port and starboard, because the entire castle does move. I think last time we tried taco because tacos.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling down.
I remember
Okay.
what Puck did when we were here.
Okay, have you written this down so far? Someone in chat?
I remember what Puck did when we chased him to this area.
Did he loop around and go back up?
He sure did. You remembered too.
That's important.
You didn't get lost this time.
Hype.
The library. What should you do here? The visiting dignitary is taking a seat over there. You almost forgot about him. A large and ominous book sits on the table.
Ooh. Book tables are table books, or like coffee table books, are actually really interesting because they're completely useless and not meant to be read. They are they are a spell.
The key to success is a book that you leave on your coffee table in order
So
to
that-
leave a good impression to a visiting businessman.
Yes, if you have a Yoshitaka Amano art book on your coffee table, the coffee is completely unnecessary. You need a coffee table. The coffee is completely unnecessary. But if you have that art book, it's going to send a different message to different guests than if you leave a cat, list of cats, or if you have on there Carl Sagan's Cosmos. All of these are different wards to enchant your area to present to the region of the values of the region, both to other people and yourself. It will work on yourself. You must always remember that you are not immune to your own magic. In fact, this is something that you should be doing. Like, okay, let me give you some tips, okay? When you get out of bed, the thing that you look at first, look around at your bed and look at what direction you open your eyes when you wake up. Is there something pleasant in that direction? If you open your eyes and you see a table full of to-do lists and bills, you will wake up on the wrong side of the bed, because the right side of the bed would be the side that doesn't have things that make you sad when you wake up and look at them. Likewise, like, that's how you get these things to work on yourself. You're hacking your own brain, you know? This is where magic is. You change around what's in the book to change around the mood of the space. I've shown you all my treasure wall a couple times. On the treasure wall, I have a Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I actually do change the... I actually do change the cartridges in the Nintendo and Super Nintendo based on my mood. That is changed based on the mood that I want to have in the room. I don't want to say energy like, like a new age hippie person, because like that's different things than my brain works, but it is still a thing.
You can enchant what mood does adult furry comics on the coffee table provide? Oh, wisest Jade.
I'm not sure what the signal is, but I'm sure that it's very clear.
A very effective and strong signal of something, that's for sure.
Yes,
All
exactly.
right.
Precisely.
All right, so which do we do? The book or the dignitary?
The book, we have to read the room first. We have to read the room first.
Illuminated by the moonlight, a large book catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
The cover reads, The 13 Curses of Titanium Court.
Cool.
Despite the size of the book, the list is relatively small. It reads as follows. 1. The Curse of War. 2.
Wait, hold on. We got war. We gotta talk about all these, Mu. We know. Like, come on, this is the content, right? We got this.
The Curse of War.
So the Curse of War most likely is a literal thing, where the Curse of War is the
fact that we have a war going.
The fact that there's a war going, right. So do we solve that by removing the war? Or...
Maybe.
At which point does it mean we have to win? And if so, is there an actual meaning of winning that makes sense? Now, the Curse of Petrification, that
We
I think...
feared this one.
Huh?
We have cured this one.
Oh, which was that again?
Through the power of our belief in cars, we were able to lift the curse of petrification. Because when the fairies saw a stop sign, they become petrified.
That
But
makes
no,
sense.
we explained to them the stop sign is for cars, not for people. And thus, the curse was dispelled. 3. The curse of comfort.
Mm-hmm. We're working on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose comfort and strife. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The curse of guardianship. Lifted.
That means we haven't cured the curse of petrification. It doesn't say lifted.
You're right.
Which means
But I
that
do remember the stop sign thing.
Yes, but I don't think that was a part of the curse. I think that the curse is the fact that the castle is made of stone, instead of basically anything else that's not made of stone. The castle is made of petrify. It is made of rock. And if the castle were made out of jelly or crystals or anything else, then we could lift the curse of petrification from the castle. Yeah?
Ah, yes. The Jelly Castle. The main building in Visco City. Yeah, girl. 4. The curse of guardianship. Lifted. This is because we delivered a football to the end zone. We'll take as much time as you need.
Okay, okay.
Right, that's long enough. To attention.
Huh?
Posture.
What? Oh. I don't have that. I don't have a posture. I'm between postures right now.
The curse of guardianship. Lifted. For delivering the football to the end zone, which may have been an egg. Lifted after you managed to escort the football to the end zone. 5. The curse of violence.
Yay!
Is that your full analysis?
I mean, I assume that I don't know if we need to cause it or stop it, but violence is different from war.
Yes, violence is different from war, and also I need to do something very quick. Unfortunately, this will kill the sound on my end, the sound of the game.
The difficulty
please bear
is
with me because this bit is worth it.
The thing
it's worth it for me. It's not going to work for you anyway.
The thing is war violent?
It can be.
How do you define violence? How do you define violence?
Non-consensual aggression.
Then war is not violent because war, by definition, is consensual.
Did you just behold a man me?
Yes! It's true.
Damn it, Diogenes.
War is a declaration, and the only individuals who are fighting are individuals who are part of the armies of war, or part of the civilians who have put in place the leaders or support the leaders who have started the war. They are, just in definitions of violence, complicit in the systems in which that they are forced to be in. Now we could talk about that's a whole thing with the hierarchies later. That's going to be a different stream. But you could argue it's a strong argument that war is not violent because the violence that is being inflicted is between two people who have agreed to be at war with each other.
I would counteract that it's not the people that agreed to that.
Yeah?
It's not the soldiers that picked the war.
I would counteract with the fact that everything I said is extraordinarily stupid. Of course the people didn't consent to being in the war. Even the soldiers who have agreed to be in the war are working against their own best interests, and thus, in several definitions, would be unable to consent to despite their own consent. The individuals who are in charge are to blame because they are the ones who are sending other people, but they are not committing violence because they are not the ones actually going out and causing it and inflicting it because they are protected by multiple layers of what do you call it?
Insulation.
Bullshit. Right? Yeah, that one. Okay. Insulation against being accused of being the ones who have caused it.
I would like to contribute regarding violence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There we go. That appeared on my stream. I don't have a way to make that appear on your stream. 6. The curse of context.
Well, we need the context to know what that is.
Yep. 7. The curse of resistance. Lifted. Lifted after you finally managed to open that jar. 8. The curse of employment.
Mm-hmm. I assume we need to win with business for that.
9. The curse of losing. Lifted.
Mm-hmm.
Lifted after you managed to take the lead on the scoreboard. 10. The curse of specialization.
The specialization.
To be capable of only one thing in particular. And to be useless in other regards, maybe?
But which is the curse? Because to be a specialist is to be the best in one field, and by spending the time to be the best in one field, you have by definition neglected your abilities in others. You have by definition neglected to maintain other levels in other fields. So the curse
Perhaps
of specialization could be the curse, or it could be the solution to the curse of mediocrity.
Maybe the curse of specialization is the fact that we are queen. It's our very specific role to do the queen things, and we are very obligated into our position. And and as we've well established for Queen's Day, no one else has the ability to do what we do. 11. The curse of innocence.
I have an idea about how we might break that one. Are you free after stream?
Yeah, I'm free. I'm gonna be getting pizza, but yeah. 12. The curse of curiosity.
I think we're gonna do 2 birds with 1 stone.
Is there perhaps a number that you're trying to learn here?
I don't know, I'm just blushing.
And that's it. You place the book back where you found it. The visiting dignitary has taken a seat over there. You almost forgot about him. You find the visiting dignitary seated in the library, reading an old TV guide in the moonlight. Oh, Your Majesty, perfect. I tire of the shallow contemporary literature. Let's discuss something weighty. Have you had a chance to review the court's recorded curses yet? You have, though you can't say the vague list of names will actually help you lift any of these curses.
Give us everything we need.
Ah, yes, good fellow probably wrote it in his own shorthand. Well, I know how he thinks. Allow me to help you translate.
Good.
Well, alright. I guess we can identify every single curse.
Start with the one that we already know to see how accurate he is.
Curse of... The ones that we've already solved seem to not be there.
Ah.
Let's just go from left to right, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
The Curse of Context. If you're to lift the Curse of Context, you think you require a bit more context.
Verbatim what I said.
Pretty much. Of course, one must first possess something before they can rid themselves of it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the name Curse of Context is a bit grandiose, even for my taste. You can lift it merely by removing your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
By removing your surroundings. So, like, you just need to remove all neighboring tiles during a battle or something? A bit more grandiose than that, you'll need to remove every other tile during battle. Removing every other tile during battle. Is that even possible?
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Oh, absolutely. Though you might need to do some planning to make it happen. But that, like many things, is not my problem. Shall we now discuss what is my problem? I have many. Having discussed a curse with you, begins to ramble and wanders off. Oh.
Yeah, fair. I think we should have seen that one coming, actually.
Yeah. The hallways. Gonna head toward my office in general. East wing. Goat room. Take a break. As you return to the sinister water cooler, the whispers that surround it resume their barrage. I have a new mic for this. Now here's a juicy tidbit about that dreadful Leviathan.
Wait, isn't that?
See, I heard that brute can be bribed. I know. How could one possibly bribe a being that exists beyond the scale of our understanding? As it happens very carefully and at great expense. To earn its favor, specific offerings of food, wood, and stone must be made to every limb it surfaces.
Oh.
But before it'll accept any offerings, one must first announce their intentions by making an offering to an empty patch of water. Such pompous ceremony is surely tedious and outdated, but who am I to judge? Now there are doubtless more rules of this procedure, but that's all I've heard so far. And that's about as much as you can stomach. You carefully retreat from the water cooler. After briefly hydrating, that is. Hate doing that.
Oh, yeah?
Drink at the bar. You return to the bar for another drink. I'm hoping that my viewers do not share the same antipathy I do for that. And because I don't expose my viewer count to myself while I'm streaming, don't anyone dare ever tell me. I don't know if I just decimated my entire population or not. Probably not. Probably. As you sip, you spare a glance at the regular asleep at the bar.
Yeah, no dice, ma'am. You need to fulfill this prophecy if you want a new one.
So what did he say last time?
Yeah, just something about using the light of youth to tame a dragon. I don't know what he means by that. It's a regular mystery, yeah.
Well, you can guess it probably means you should fight the dragon with the fire court.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Your guess is as good as mine.
Your drink now finished, you stand up from the bar.
No, it's not. We're the queen. Our guess is better than yours.
Because we're better than you.
Yes. We are.
Because we're queen.
Yes.
Lift the curse of violence, whatever that is. Lift the curse of innocence, whatever that is. Lift the curse of curiosity, whatever that is. Lift the curse of specialization, whatever that is. Lift the curse of comfort, whatever that is. Lift the curse of war. Lift the curse of petrification, whatever that is. Lift the curse of employment, whatever that is. Lift the curse of context by destroying every other tile on the battlefield. Good evening, Your Majesty. Shall we perform your last rites? No. Not right now. Perhaps you can still squeeze some extant value out of the waning evening. Such piety will not go unrewarded, Your Majesty. Hide.
Yeah, we'll just hide. Yeah. Hide and go to bed.
I'm sure you will be at our beck and call, Leland. We don't go to bed. We go to the chapel. You know how this works.
But we're in a mirror. This can't work.
Can't
You
it?
can try.
Puck looks up at your approach, eyes sparkling and fearful. As usual, we have time for one earnest answer. Puck has offered to answer one of your questions before the court shatters again. Let's just go through the list and then we'll discuss them. Why did he proclaim you queen? Why has his demeanor toward you suddenly changed? How might you return home? What exactly is the court? Ask him about the curses placed upon the court. Why would Hop assume the two of them are dating? Why did he insist that you not look in the mirror? Who is the other queen? You would like to know how the war started and when. Know where any of my keys are?
I like the queen one. That one seems
Who
really
is the other
important.
queen?
Mm-hmm. It's
Final
also
answer?
it's also very direct, which I think is good here.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Now seems as good a time as any to ask him about the other queen you've heard brief mention of within the court. Upon hearing your question, his face immediately becomes stricken with fear and disgust. He cries out, "Please, don't ask me of her!" Okay, you think you can assume this is a sensitive subject for him. If it makes him that uncomfortable, you can ask
No.
something else. As if attempting to interrupt you, the court suddenly shakes violently. No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
You've asked, and I must answer.
Darn tootin'.
Who is this other queen? Nothing I can say will ever be sufficient. She advances the course of events. She devours magic. She is our patron and our bane. We know nothing of who she really is or what she really desires,
Mm-hmm.
but we can always see her watching. Which is why, honestly, I assumed you would be quite familiar with her already.
Everyone gets this, right? Everyone knows. This is pretty obvious.
You're not sure what you follow what he's saying.
No, we all follow.
Must I spell it out?
Go for it.
She is looking directly at you, right now, as she has been since the moment of your arrival. The hair on your back stands up in response to this claim. You somehow know that if you turn around, you'll see her.
Hi.
But you resist the urge.
Look, it's an indie game. Okay? It has to break the fourth wall. That's just how these work.
Yep. Cut the commercial, and you're back. I expect that my viewers shall now refer to me as Queen Mu. You turn on the water and wait for it to heat before stepping in. Today you're thinking about shopping.
Mhm.
Specifically, there are two things about the shop that strike you as odd, but convenient. First, you are able to phone in and check the inventory of any shop during high tide, when the shops are otherwise closed for business.
That doesn't seem odd.
Secondly, when a shop is swallowed by the tide, it often returns to the battlefield soon after, but with a new line of products in stock.
Yeah?
These two facts give rise to an idea. When a shop appears during high tide, you could start by immediately checking its inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Then, should there be nothing useful in stock, you might intentionally match the shop away in hopes that the next shop will have what you need.
Does that mean that it's always going to be another shop at some point?
A new shop seems to appear basically immediately after you match one.
Neat.
Not immediately, but within like 6 tile drops. As
Okay.
in 6 total tiles disappearing.
Nice.
So like 2 matches maybe. So if you do it at the very end, it might not work. But otherwise, if you match a shop immediately, you can get away with that gambit. Maybe even twice. While such a maneuver would clearly be beneficial to the war effort, it might also be unethical.
Why?
The question is do the entities swallowed by the tide experience any sort of harm? Your scholars, for their part, seem to believe the answer is no.
Yeah, that's the most convenient answer.
The tide doesn't harm, Your Majesty. It rearranges.
But perhaps that qualifies as harm in Her Majesty's view. I know mortals can be picky about maintaining a single material form.
So says your court, implying that you should probably just not worry about it and feel free to match away the shop to refresh its inventory.
That's how ethics works.
Don't worry about it. As loath as you are to leave, you think you've spent enough time in the shower. Explore the court. Perhaps the librarian can guide you to some information on curses. How did we end up here? With your newfound knowledge about the state of the court, namely that it suffers from numerous curses, you decide to do some research. The obvious first step is to learn as much about curses as you can, so you find yourself enlisting the help of the court's librarian.
Oh, that's a bit of a tricky request, Your Majesty. We undoubtedly have many volumes on that curse subject, but the local regulations require that we keep those volumes, hidden and mysterious. Fortunately, I do know the location of one volume, so please follow me. Please follow me, Your Majesty.
Very good librarian voice, I gotta say.
Oh, why thank you.
The librarian leads you deep into the stacks, eventually arriving at a specific shelf. They pull down a thick tome and present it to you. The title, 1001 Golf Holes You Must Play Before You Die. Edited by Jeff Barr.
Must? Wow.
That's...
We better read this book.
I love that this just...
What?
You're an expert.
What?
Once again, proving you're an expert.
What? What'd I do?
You give them a blank look, which they possibly mistake for a kind of shock.
I know, truly a horrific sort of curse, Your Majesty. I cannot help but feel for the poor mortals so afflicted. Just the thought of them questing for millennia, seeking to fill these so-called holes so they might attain their final rest. It's unspeakably tragic. This is the only book I've found on the subject, but I'm afraid it soured my enthusiasm for curses quite a bit. Naturally, allow inform me right away should I find any others.
They take their leave. A cursory flip through the pages doesn't reveal anything otherwise hidden. You suppose you shouldn't discount the possibility that this book contains more secrets than its title suggests, but you honestly doubt it.
Well, yeah,
Still,
we don't need to lift that curse. So that book is good to have on hand, but it doesn't help with the curses we're dealing with.
Anyways, Jade, I was expressing delight that you managed to basically call the rest of the conversation the moment that the title appeared. Of just, this book is about how there's 1,001 holes that you must fill before you can ever die.
Yeah.
You are immortal.
Was that not clear? I'm not always good at... I'm sorry?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Okay.
Have you heard of this thing called golf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, old Scottish thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what about it?
That book was about golf, and it's saying...
Mm-hmm.
It's not a literal curse saying that you need to visit all of these golf holes, otherwise you cannot achieve eternal rest.
Are you sure?
It's just a list of recommendations on golf holes that you should visit before you die.
Because I was thinking it was the other way around, because if you get that curse, then you have to visit those holes, that would help give you a guide to be able to work through it. Like, being able to find the right metals for making a shirt, or, or things like that. Whereas, like, it's a golf. I mean, obviously it's golf. Well, we know it's golf.
Yes.
But it's even harder to make someone play golf at all those locations before they die, because then not only do they have to do the hole, but they also have to have the finances and clubs and you have to have 3
General
people
life resources.
Right? Yeah, you have to have you have to have 3 other people who want to talk, who are interested in talking about finances, no matter what you say. Like, that's a tough thing to fill. You know, you have to fill these things to be able to do golf. You need a whole lot of clubs, and they're picky. You can't just take any club. I've tried. You cannot just take a regular club. You have to have one that's a certain shape, and then you have to have like 10 of them or something. You have to have a special one that's like 4 times the size of the others, but it still can't be like, you can't take a baseball bat, even though that is a club. It's not going to work because a baseball bat is for hitting things at chest height, and these are for hitting things that are on the ground. Okay? So you need to have a bunch of those. You need to have access to a type of vehicle, but it cannot be a road legal vehicle. It has to be a self-pushing cart. It's not a cart. Wait, no, it's not a cart. No, look, but it is a cart. It's different. Those exist. And the cart is another thing that you're going to have to find, maintain, and presumably bring to each one of these different golf courses. And then a lot of golf courses require you to be membership, which means you have to go on quests. It means you have to go on quests and trials and interviews to gain access to the course to be able to lift the curse over time. Like, yes, it's about golf, but that makes it so much harder, right?
Can't disagree. It is a horrifying curse.
Mm-hmm.
Unspeakably tragic. Still, reasoning that it would be easier to find it later, you elect to carry the book back to your office rather than put it back on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. Keep it safe. Keep it secret.
Yep. Investigate the dining hall. Brecky. You're able to overhear a conversation from the table closest to yours.
Perhaps someone could clear this up for me. What exactly is a mortal?
Let me try. See, the mortal world is akin to a massive court. Its courtiers, mortals, are notorious for their bizarre practice of staying dead.
Yeah, right? Staying dead? Don't they simply get bored of that after a while?
They don't. Or at least none of them have yet. I would say they're firmly committed to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
As a result of being Brecky, you get a small bonus. 10 bread bucks. Robin brings an item to your attention.
Your Majesty, among my notebooks I found one that seems to belong to you.
This comes as a surprise. You didn't have any books on your person when you arrived at the court, so how could she have found one that belongs to you?
That doesn't matter. I don't know, but it identifies you as its owner. Look.
She's correct. On the inner cover, you find your own name written in your own handwriting. Curious, you open the book and read through some of the pages. The book is structured like a journal. Each entry describes a real memory from your time in the court. All these entries are written in your handwriting, use your personal shorthand, and employ many of your preferred turns of phrase.
Nice.
To your embarrassment, your literary affectations are painfully visible on these pages.
Nice.
It would be difficult to argue that you didn't write all this.
Mm-hmm.
Except, well, you didn't. You have no memory of writing it.
I almost got fired over that kind of thing. Okay, so...
Elaborate.
I was working tech support, and there was a website. Do you remember when they had websites instead of apps? And like different websites would have different bits of information on them that didn't infinitely scroll. Like instead of infinitely scrolling, they were just posted on that site, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different time, you know? I just have to explain it for the younger audience. So there was a site called, I think it was called Not Always Right. It was the customer's not always right sort of thing. Nowadays, this would be a subreddit, right? That used to be a separate, you know, they used to be a website, but nowadays they would be called subreddit.
Clients from Hell is the one I know of.
And yeah, I think it was Not Always Right. And there was a post on there, like this is describing, that fit my industry, fit my speaking style, fit my writing style, and described an event that was not unlike one that I had experienced that week. I got called into the office because somebody found it and brought it to the company's attention. And what do you say to that? I didn't write that. But there was no way of saying that I didn't write it. I clearly wrote it, despite the fact that I had never written that. I was a lurker. I only read. I didn't post. But, like...
The only guess on how that could have happened is a very sneaky attempted character assassination from whoever tried to bring this up with the company. That's the only way I can square that circle.
I think it was another... because the site filed the names off of all of the companies, you know. So I'm thinking it was just another tech support person had the exact same experience. And maybe, like, was me in some way that I haven't discovered yet.
A parallel you?
Yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense, right?
Yeah. You have no memory of writing any of this. As far as you know, this is the first time you've laid eyes on this journal.
Isn't that out of the ordinary? All of my own journals function that way.
If we recall, which maybe we'll be able to now, this is in fact how she operates. She has no memory of writing in any of her journals?
No, except for this one.
She points to the notebook she's writing in presently. Well, you suppose the court is a place of magic. It shouldn't be too surprising to discover that a journal that skips a step in the writing process. You resolve to further investigate this journal in the near future, but in the meantime, you thank Robin for bringing it to your attention.
Anybody who does programming
is very familiar with this, yes.
Is very familiar with this. Falling asleep at your desk and waking up to code that looks written better than you normally write and following guidelines that you usually ignore is on your computer. Of course, Your Majesty.
Yep. Looks like the court is moving along the dreaded toll road today. Now that you think of it, as long as you have access to market, it should be a lot easier to pay the tolls demanded of you. That's true. You have a journal.
Okay.
Significant events preserved by mysterious means. A memory. The first entry described how you arrive at the court. Puck made a hasty retreat from your presence.
So, see cutscenes. Got it.
Yep. Look through cutscenes.
Should we market the goats?
What's that?
Should we market the goats?
Sure.
Although, we've already marketed them once. We've already won against them, right?
We have marketed them once.
Well, I guess we have to win his business.
Yeah.
We haven't won his... Yeah, let's win his business.
Okay. Also, didn't we hear something about the goats and the strife they're in?
We'd have to check the journal.
I suppose we could. Which of these symbols would... I think it was a water cooler conversation. Whispers of a terrible troll. That's the one. You know what I heard? I heard that those goat brothers are employed by a terrible troll. I've heard he threatens them with poverty, with homelessness, with the intervention of inequitable violence. Each powerless to stand against him, they continue to do his terrible bidding. But you know what else I heard? I heard that the troll keeps the brothers separated because he can't stop them when they work together. If only they could be reunited somehow, perhaps the troll could be stopped. But that's just what I've heard.
That's one of the quests, right?
That is actually one of the hobbies that fella mentioned.
Yep, or labor organization. I knew it was going to come up.
Alright, so do we want to labor organize as market or as anything else?
I think we should go do it as market just for the irony, you know? Sorry, is that too much?
After Brecky, the court goes to war. Comfort or strife? If we're trying to do something special, maybe comfort.
Yeah.
Give Robin her calculator, decrease shop prices, extra 10 wood, extra 6 money. Lower enemy precipitation seems good.
Yeah.
Because we, in theory, need to protect the goats, too. They can't... The workers can't unite if they're dead.
They've... no, Hi.
Market transaction limit or... Extra
transaction
money.
limit.
Ah.
Transaction limit for sure.
Transaction limit.
Sorry, I realized I shouldn't say something.
I know. Lady Havoc contributing to discourse about blacking out and having code written. Wonderful piece of programming advice, slightly paraphrased. Always document your code because the next person trying to figure out may be you. I've heard it put another way, which is,
Okay, there's two, so we got to keep that. Good.
Debugging code is a murder mystery where you are the detective, the victim, and the murderer.
Yep. Oh, no! It's too low now. Dang.
Again, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if triple black hole is even anything of anything.
It would track your... It would flag an infinite... Yes, it would be like... it flags an infinite number of matches, since it would constantly be matching itself and also failing to match itself. It has to do stuff. There's no way that doesn't do something extremely interesting. Right?
Yeah. What does the vending machine have to offer? Only snacks. Chunk, chunk, chunk. There are no enemies around.
Nope.
I think this is what we do.
Yeah, no, this is perfect. 100%. 100%. I am no longer hungry.
Hungry.
86. I'd call that good marketing. I think we need to shop.
Full hail market.
We need to shop and buy things. Wait, is there no food on this one?
You feel a slight twinge of irritation as another toll booth comes into view. Right on schedule, a dire goat emerges from the booth and motions to the sign. According to the sign, the current toll is 4. So, I would like to remind you what happened last time. We paid the toll, and the goat drifted away alongside the tide. That doesn't get the goats together.
Right, we need to... Yeah, exactly.
There's a new sign on the battlefield. You and your courtiers observe another sign on the battlefield. A powerful command.
Best if we can fly.
But what are we to stop?
Well, to be on the safe side, let's assume all of it.
The two of them go rigid, falling to the ground near you. Another courtier approaches you, covering his eyes.
Oh no, what a tragedy! It's only through my frequent habit of averting my gaze that I am spared of this curses that now afflicts our queen and her subjects.
To your knowledge, you are not under the effects of any curses.
Her Majesty, how can it be? Even your greatest minds have yielded to the spell.
Does he mean the stop sign? You explain the sign is for directing traffic and that it should not impact the regular movements of pedestrians.
Well, it says one way, so like it already explains that there is a way of breaking the curse, which is nice. So, is it your faith in cars that protects you? Oh, magnificent, I've never heard of such a thing. But alas, Your subjects do not believe in cars. What is to become of them, compelled to stop in such a way?
You look at the two on the ground, puzzled. You try to explain that vehicles compelled by the sign to stop are not actually required to remain stopped.
You have to freeze, probably fall over, but then you can get up afterwards. But you have to stop all the way, right?
Yep, you have to come to a complete stop and then you can move again. Instead, they are permitted to move again after coming to a loosely defined, complete stop. Upon hearing this, the fairies on the ground relax and breathe again.
Of course, the sign only stipulates stop, singular. If it wished us to remain stopped, it would say stops, obviously.
We must thank Her Majesty for removing this curse. I would never have come to that conclusion on my own.
Curse of petrification lifted.
Which also means they had things out of order, and I was thinking about this on a previous save file. I'm sorry!
What?
I had referenced this event earlier.
Oh!
As if we had done it.
It came to you in a dream. Got it.
It came to me in a dream. I had
that makes sense.
Forward ESP, and you know, the ball in the end zone.
There you go.
Okay. So, two things need to happen here.
Yes.
We need to not pay the toll. We need to not get killed by the goat. That's an important thing. That's probably important. And we need the goat not to get killed by others. What's in the shop?
Defensive archers.
And gunboats. That could actually be kind of useful, too.
Honestly, yeah. Since we're probably going to be using water to avoid things. We can sell so much food here.
At pretty good rates, too. Although we actually don't want to do it that much because we do want to buy assets as well.
What?
Especially incredibly cheap wood.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
Shop is open. More resources. Simple as.
I like the Archer Knight. I like that. I think that'd be useful. Oh. Oh. We don't get to... Okay.
I mean, it's very cheap.
Yeah? 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 Wait, they're in a boat? Yeah, those two spots. And right below it. Actually, the goat won't be attacked by the enemies because the goat is going to be on the enemy's side in attacking us. So we don't need to worry about that part. Defensive archer to hopefully keep our boaters safe. And our miners. No wheat fields, so we can't have any farmers. I think this is what we do. Looks good. Look at that weak and pitiful goat. Rude. Wait, do we keep the wall? Yeah, it's a struct. As the tide carries you away, the dire goat, visibly irritated, motions toward another sign. It reads, "Failure to pay may result in fines up to $12 or suspension of your license." You're curious about the nature of the license mentioned by the sign, but the toll booth has already disappeared before you can seek clarification. Well, missing fields just means we can sell our food for a lot of money, right? Now you're thinking like a representative of market. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the correct response to that.
That's a very market thing for you to say.
Ooh, 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 ooh. The rock at the bottom of the screen, to the right. Yeah. Now we have a
Oh.
5 slot.
Oh, those scamps.
There's a 5 before us.
Oh. I don't think
Oh
those
my
scamps
god.
will be able
Oh
to
my.
do this.
Moo?
No. No.
Moo. Moo.
There's treasure. We're keeping the treasure.
Moo.
Yeah? Is it this?
No, 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 no. I have a question.
Yeah?
If we buy 3 walls and put them next to each other...
I don't know.
Oh, we gotta try it next time we see the wall. Connect 3 walls and see if they go away.
It just deletes.
Mm-hmm. I want to see it so badly.
Feels like something this game would do.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the line of dialogue of, okay.
No refunds. Is... The shoe's real estate, right?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Wait a second.
What?
Okay. No, never
Yes. Okay, I will not.
mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong button.
We get to buy things, right?
Yeah.
First of all, we need to stockpile as much money as we can. We don't need to buy anything. Yeah. Good, 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 good. We have 34 money dollars. Because we need to make sure that they know that we can pay them, but we choose not to. That's the kind of message we need to send. What?
I like it.
Definitely need more scamps. The red hand.
What?
Oh, the symbol was the red hand.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the red hand and the casual man. The fairy tale of the red hand and the casual man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on schedule, you encounter the second toll booth, home to the second dire goat. Alright, bro, you know the drill. Cross a bridge, pay a toll. Toll today is 8, chop chop. As you're considering how to respond to his obvious corruption, another toll booth suddenly appears.
Hooray!
The goat you previously encountered emerges from his booth. Bro? What are you doing here, bro? I'm doing my job properly, bro. The first goat motions at a sign. The sign still reads, toll schedule, 2 axles, 4 axles, ferry cord, $4. What, you getting my case about the toll? Come on, bro, I'm just asking for some gratuity. The first goat shakes his head and points at another sign. This one reads, failure to pay a toll can result in fines of up to 12. Oh, I get it. We got some toll dodgers here, eh, bro? Awesome.
You are just channeling
addresses-
Billy, and I'm here for it.
He addresses the court. Well, folks, as I was saying, your toll plus the fine totals out to 16. I mean, that character, that's early Billy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my
The
gosh.
little-
Oh, I know what we have to do. Oh my gosh. Moo.
Buy the toll booths.
Okay, yes, but I know how we solve this.
Yeah.
Once we have to connect 3 toll booths. Right? That's what we have to do, right? We combine them. That's how we organize the labor.
Oh my god. For the record, I have never done this, so
that
I
has
am
to.
looking.
That's gonna be it. I'm calling it. That's gotta be it.
That's it.
That's
it.
definitely it.
That's it. Not
What's
a
the
very useful
global-
shop.
Wait, hold on. Can you go back to the shop?
The global broadcast is transform all rocks into hills.
But
No, all hills into forest.
But what's the so the one to the left of it is any okay, it's just shimmy. But the first one though, we could do
This
that.
is a.
Huh?
This is like the shield spell.
Yeah, we could do 8 of those, or we could do 3 of them and see if they go away, because that would be very funny.
No, this isn't a struct.
Oh,
This
well, never
is-
mind. Who cares?
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Does that still give us a buff beyond our normal, or is that like?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? It'll keep it, right?
It is a card. We have to buy it. So we will need to get rid of something.
Oh, it's a card. Okay.
That said, both farmers and anglers achieve the same thing of getting us food.
Yeah, and
There is
farmers.
an overlap there.
Yeah, and farmers suck.
Yeah.
They can't even swim, or carry.
Oh
boats
there,
over
lady.
mountains.
What part of we're closed during high tide do you not understand?
Fair. That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Right. That was.
Oh,
bad.
that. Dubious. That. We might need to buy that shield spell.
Nope.
Okay. Oh wait, does that solve every single problem that we could ever have ever?
It solves all but one.
There's one. Oh well. That's...
Fortunately, we have
fine.
someone that can shoot arrows,
Yeah,
and that solves that problem.
it's just like Fire Emblem.
That said, I just now thought of... That said, I just now thought of one potential issue. If we have a single archer, they might shoot at the goat.
Why would they do that? Oh right. Because it's
The
gruff.
goat is our enemy.
Well. What?
Okay, that did not turn them friendly, but we can do that if we want to.
Dubious thoughts, dubious questions. Okay, let's check the safe.
Same thing as always is. It's gonna be that until we take it and replace it with something else.
Let's take it then.
Yeah, but whoops, wrong button. What do we put in its stead?
We kill the farmers. We've already established this. Oh.
Oh, we can put multiple things in. Okay.
Oh. Okay, so, okay.
In that case, we might not need to take it, really. Like, we can leave it there.
I mean, you could buy it, and then you could just have the extra item slots. Right?
I don't follow, sorry.
Buy the safe property, so we can take it with us.
Oh.
Now we have
Yeah.
10 item slots.
Oh my god!
Right? Like that.
Huh.
Oh, is that a scamp?
Ah. Scamps for scampering.
Oh, someone gave us an idea that is very, very smart.
Yeah.
If we have the safe and we find the rock to forest spell, that'll make it a lot easier to burn every tile on the map.
That's true.
Because if we get no water plus with plus rocks, and then all
Unfortunately,
rocks,
we lost that shop, so
yeah, but I'm saying it so we can think about it in the future, because sometimes
yeah, that
sometimes
is a
the think thoughts have to
sometimes
be the
planning.
think thoughts that aren't thinks yet.
Yeah, there's this thing called planning.
Mm-hmm.
Something I never do, but I've heard of it.
Can we stab the angel?
I'm always asking myself this.
Oh, you're gonna do it. You are gonna do the thing, lad, lady, buck person, boop, bamboo. I don't think you should
one
do that.
Archer. No archers.
No archers. Scamps. We stab the angel.
Scamp. You're right. Thanks, Scamps. Doing great.
Okay, they can't hit them. They just suck.
Yep, they got distracted. I should have sent out more Scamps.
Mm-hmm.
Having successfully evaded the toll, the corp begins to drift away from the toll booth. Oh no, bro. Rookie mistake, bro. You're just accruing interest, bro. Meanwhile, the quiet goat points to a calculator, implying that your financial penalties are exceeding the limits of mental arithmetic. Uh-oh. That's a lot of goats.
We have to match them.
Hospital.
We have to. But we have to match them. We're going to match the 3 goats, and that'll bring them together, and that's going to be our labor union.
Laborious union. Hospital. Hospital.
Hospital. What's the market have? Or the shop have? Well, that's a potion love shop.
Yeah. The glass house.
Okay, yeah. What's
the
the closest
glass house?
What's the closest analogy to throwing stones we have in this game?
This joke has already been made.
Okay. I know, but I know they've already made the joke as a joke. I'm asking for actual practical application of the joke. Because
I
jokes
don't
are
think
good.
we can get I don't think we can get a catapult, but that would be the closest.
If we could get a catapult, that I think could make us something interesting happen.
Wow, we really are surrounded by things, aren't we?
This looks like a job for 84 scamps. Surely nothing can go wrong if we have 84 scamps.
Jesus. Capital.
And get a drip. Get a drip. Wait, hold on. Go back. Go back. So, wait. First, go back. We can look at a thing. So 8 for 10, right? And how much was the other drip thing? 5 for 12. So clearly, we should buy multiple drips.
We can't.
I know that now. I didn't know that when I was talking.
Okay. That's fair.
We need to buy the glass house because potions of potioning is going to be very valuable to us, right?
Yeah.
Because if they can give us the The potion we can store it for in the safe later, and then we just have a safe, and then everything will be okay, right?
Yeah, we'll be safe.
Oh my gosh, Moo,
Yeah.
go to market for a second.
Yeah.
Buy a water. Oh, dang it. I was hoping that it was going to proc the IV drip.
Alas, it says gather.
Yeah. Dang.
The market is a transaction and is thus not gathering.
Everything I do is a transaction.
You gotta make sure that you put in the correct emphasis there, otherwise people are going to think you're a capitalist.
No! Alright.
Yeah, you see?
Every little thing that I do is a microtransaction.
There you go.
There we go. We got there. We got there. Oh, we're scamping it. Oh, we're scamping it.
Macro transaction.
Look at the swarm.
Oh my god, the bees!
No, don't say bees.
Sorry, right. Right, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's seeing actual bees that's a problem for me. It's not, hearing the word bees or seeing bees in video games most of the time. Very few,
It's, yeah, just...
Here. Rare chests?
Something to me. I'm
Ayo.
tempted to not go to any volcano places simply because we have a lot of owned property. It's going to be extremely difficult to ensure that every one of those doesn't end up on fire.
Sure, that's fair. Centaurs are a much more reasonable option, clearly.
Yeah, and Potion of Geology. No, like, genuinely, Potion of Geology. Like, that trivializes this. Granted, we might need to buy a few Potions of Geology, but...
And there's an egg.
Egg. What do we say?
Please? And what? Wait.
What does an egg do? What does an egg do for us?
It makes us the Tory.
Egg will blank you.
The egg has its own will?
No. Egg will blank you.
What?
This is a me thing. Don't worry about it. Maybe someone in my chat knows.
Egg.
Egg will blank you. Titanium Court LLC.
Nice.
The court has donned enchanted armor that protects its leaders from excessive legal liability. Man, if Zoe Blackheart were here, she would know.
Alas.
If Zoe Blackheart, you're here and you're not answering. You know the answer. Egg will blank you. Thank you. Oh, someone said the magic phrase. Thank you. Egg will sustain you.
Okay.
It's true. Egg will sustain you. Look, we talked about magic words and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
And we talked about curses, and we talked about, like, limitations. And we talked about deals, even, a little bit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is one of my deals. If someone brings up an egg, I mention that it will sustain me. Much like how in the Breakfast of the Court, I call it Brecky.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
This is just how it works. Anyway, how you doing?
I have no idea anymore.
Oh. Well, you know, there's this thing over here that I think might provide you some sort of assistance. You know, the
Hooray!
egg.
Oh.
The egg. It might do something for you. Do you know what that might be?
No, I have no idea.
I'm dying.
Rip.
Help.
We don't need soldiers, we have scamps.
It's true. Let's see, market. Oh. I think we just send out scamps and an archer.
Sounds good. Are we egging it?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
Yeah, there's... Look at that.
Mm.
I think that egg speaks for itself.
And it says, oh dear God, oh dear God, oh dear God.
Yep.
One boat. Good. You look like you might forget. See? Easy. We even had eggs. We're approaching climax.
Just as you approach the climax of today's war, your host makes an appearance. Apologies for the interruption, but we're well aware of the fact that not everyone actually enjoys big battles with formidable foes. For this reason, we prepared an option of some alternative entertainment in the form of a musical performance.
Ooh.
Should you select the alternative entertainment, you will be taken a victory, the same as if you had defeated your current adversary. Either way, the choice is yours. You consider the option for a moment. While the idea of avoiding conflict appeals to you, you do have some business with the Goat Brothers. Specifically, you heard a rumor that the three Dare Goats might be reunited. None of them have yet fallen in battle today, so this final confrontation might be your best shot at prompting such a reunion. But still, the choice is yours.
No.
Let's know musical performances. No.
I do want to listen to a musical performance at some point, but boy howdy. I
Not this time.
Not this time. This time we have goats to push together. Yeah, that one.
Understood. We wish you the best with your originally scheduled battle. Never go back! Once again, the third Dire Goat, housed within the third toll booth, awaits your arrival.
Dude, I bid you welcome again, travelers. I'll spare you the sermons. We understand each other on a deeper level, you and I.
And the toll?
Oh, dude, the toll.
The goat is about to speak, but first another goat arrives, and also I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. Please bear with me. Need to fix something.
Does it bear with you?
Imagine if you will, there was a weird situation where there was like a sentient animal, bear with me.
Bear with me.
That was like holding me hostage or something. Bear with me. And the only way I could convince safety is by sending a coded message to others. Bear with me. Okay, we're good. The goat is about to speak, but first another goat arrives. Bro, what's up, bro? Did you miss me?
Brother! What a blessing to see you, man. How have you been? How you two faring romantically?
Bad, bro. I got no game, bro.
I see, man. Spiritually?
Please don't clip that and take it out of context. If you do clip it, include the context of me saying please don't take that out of context. But not the additional context I just provided there.
What?
Bad, bro. I got no god, bro.
Can I at least assume work's going well?
If it were, I wouldn't be here, bro. This job sucks, bro.
You know, I also have plenty of grievances to file with our employer. We should discuss this sometime when we're off the clock, man.
If that ever happens, bro, keep praying, bro. And then another goat arrives. The silent goat is clearly irritated by this whole situation.
Brother, you looking well? How are things at your booth?
The other goat does not respond, but does relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Once again, need to do a tiny bit of housekeeping.
You have a house that you're keeping? Can I come over?
Good enough. The other goat does not respond, but does relax a little bit.
I see. Well, you know, I'll always listen to when you want to talk. I can't take personal calls on company time, but we should catch up next time our lines break up, yeah?
Our breaks line up.
Yeah, that too.
Of course, the presence of additional goats immediately implicates the court is toll dodging.
Dude, such a sin's not unforgivable, travelers. But first you gotta make things right. Your toll, just to include the penance, is $32. For the sake of, like, your eternal soul or whatever, man, I suggest you pay up.
That one.
Alright, so our goal right now, two of them are on top of each other and we can literally get them touching right now. That's easy, right? Like, they are literally, bam, done. Easy. We must get the other boat over there, though. We can drop it down with the wood and the river, but we can't just move it to the side right now. But we can bring it down first and then move it over, possibly.
Like that?
Yeah. We have the potion shop, right?
Yeah, but that moves us, not the goat.
We move ourselves.
Moves ourselves twice.
Yes. We need $10. I mean, we should do that right now, actually.
We can't.
What? But, okay. Well, we should make sure...
Municipal regulations dictate that we need to wait till low tide.
I don't know if it'll count then. It might not count then.
Yeah, that's right. That's
right.
true.
The forest below the left goat, bring it up. No. Well, I mean, yes, but no. But actually, maybe no.
Sorry, Jade.
Huh.
I don't think we're matching the goats.
Well, we'll try with the helicopter.
Yep. Holopticore.
We can't brute force them, right? Move them, make them move.
No.
Dang. That's definitely the thing we have to do, though. But we got a helicopter to try it out. Yeah, this solidifies then.
Defamation. Defensive spell. Designate any tile as valid military target. Friends and foes will attack it when near. Great Banner. Offensive tool. All your fairies demonstrate improved hustle, guts, and moxie.
Ooh.
An embarrassing turn of events, you're unable to complete that transaction because your hands are currently full.
Well, it's your Majesty's right and privilege to engage in queenly excess. We need to drop something if you want to hold something else.
Okay, so how would you go about doing that? Allow me. When interacting with the shopper chest, simply click on your cards to offer them up for sale. That's the only way to get rid of your cards. Welcome.
I mean, we win, lose, or draw after this, right?
Robin has notes on how the defamation spell functions.
Right, so here's what my notes say. When we defame a tile, it becomes a valid military target. This means that both of our units and the enemy's units will attack it whenever it's in range. Can we make them stab the ocean? That does not mean they'll go all out of their way to attack it. Don't make that mistake. Last note, while this spell can be used to trick separate people into attack each other, it cannot be used to make someone attack themselves. Our opponents are not that dense, usually. And that's the notes I got.
Do you thank Robin for this information?
Alright, we need bread. Great. Now we need to teleport it twice. Teleport. Now I teleport again. Okay. And then teleport one more time into the bottom left corner. So we're safe.
Sure.
Now what's going to happen here is they did not link up yet. But
Next low tide.
next
high
low tide they'll be together, right?
High tide, yeah.
Because they'll stay together. Now we can win.
In theory.
Theories are treacherous things, but yes. No, make him stab the water. Yeah. That's enough.
Get him nice and distracted.
Yeah. We have to make him stab the water as an affront to Poseidon. Remember that?
Yeah. Hate that guy.
Do you know the story?
No.
Who was it? I didn't know him personally, but, it was one of the emperors. Oh my gosh, they actually do clear it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
You idly wonder just how much time you spent at the court. Has it been hours, days, years? For some reason, part of you thinks it's been precisely 9 hours, 51 minutes, and 25 seconds since your arrival. But you know for a fact that can't possibly be true.
Come on, time
turn
to
on the
double
water.
time.
You turn on the water and wait for it to heat before stepping in. Today you think about war. Specifically, you think about how many of the tools, units, spells, cards available to you are quite perplexing at first glance. Several times now, you've had the experience of reading some new card's description only to learn nothing about the details of its function. Such ambiguity makes you nervous about purchasing or using these cards. But, despite these difficulties, you think you've discovered a solution. See, you've noticed that the undo button is shockingly versatile during low tide. Virtually any decision you make before a battle begins can apparently be undone, including commercial transactions. This means that if you have a certain amount of freedom, freedom to experiment, so you can always undo any undesirable effects or purchases. You try to keep that in mind the next time you encounter some vague language. You leave the shower. Do we go to the evening?
What do you mean?
Do we work?
Oh. What?
Evening?
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we didn't earn it, though.
You didn't earn it, so no?
Yeah, no. We did it once before, but we can't do it back to back. That wouldn't be right. That's tantamount to saying that we always deserve to go into it, but if we do it back to back. We can do it again sometime, but we can't do it twice back to back without winning in at least one interceding time. Okay?
Once per stream. In addition to the rule you said. On your way to your office, you encounter Skip in the hallways. Amid other small talk, she asks when you think you want to give your lecture on magic.
Not that the court adheres to any actual schedule, but we've been looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it.
Right. With practiced nonchalance, you tell her you aren't quite done with your preparations and we'll have to get back to her.
Of course. The most impressive spells require considerable preparation. I would expect nothing less from Her Majesty.
Right. Observe another painting. A relatively old personal computer.
Ooh.
You did this model sometime in the 1980s. You remember using machines like this in your elementary school's computer lab, a place perennially 10 years behind the cutting edge. The two courtiers observing the painting suddenly gasp and motion for you to keep quiet. Your Majesty, please! You may think highly of us, but there's no way we are worthy of knowing your age.
No hints, please spare us.
Vaguely aware of having committed some sort of faux pas, you proceed to hold your tongue.
I'm old.
At breakfast, you encounter Robin staying by herself. She has her maps and notebooks spread out on the table. Among them, you notice her textbook on monsters open to the chapter on Leviathan.
The weather report said we're due to encounter that creature again today. I thought I'd do some research, but it appears we've already exhausted all the useful information this book has. Like, this chapter seems mostly concerned with arguing that Leviathans are some sort of metaphor for society acting on an international scale. Well, yeah, Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan, that's... yeah. That's correct.
Hello, Riverside Wings. Thanks for raiding.
Ah!
We are currently playing Titanium Court.
We're currently in the middle of a discourse about the philosopher Thomas Hobbes and his work, the Leviathan.
Yes.
Yes. Useless! Yes, that's my opinion on capitalism. We're priming the raiders. We have to get the raiders ready for the... Sorry.
Oh, believe me, they're in the same boat. Well, the book does seem to be a survey of existing material. Has she been able to find any of the sources cited in the footnotes?
See, that's an idea, but I don't really expect to recognize any names. Let alone finding them in the library without, considerable searching.
Looking through the citations as she says this, you suddenly encounter a name that you recognize. It's your own name, to be precise. Further, the title of the side work is simply listed as Titanium Court.
That's strange. Have you published a book on the study of Leviathan?
To your knowledge, you haven't written or published any book, let alone one on Leviathan.
But what are your journal? Doesn't that count? We did write that.
Okay. Fair point. Your journal bears your name, has the word Titanium Court written on the cover, and appears to write itself. Its appearance in a citation elsewhere is perhaps not as shocking as you might otherwise expect.
Slightly. Well, in that case...
Yes, you suppose you should go investigate your journal thoroughly.
Let me know what you find.
As a result of being Brecky, you get a small bonus. 10 water. Your journal, huh? Oh. Shall I prepare a lesson?
Yeah.
You have now made a few attempts at outlining a lesson plan for the lecture on magic you're scheduled to present sometime soon. These attempts have not borne fruit, and the culprit is the simple fact that you understand roughly nothing about magic.
Skill issue.
Robin.
Sorry.
No, it's true. Our character has a huge skill issue. Robin sits at your desk looking through her notes for any information she might have on magic while you workshop your ideas.
The scholars have been extolling Her Majesty's great magical prowess all throughout the court. Do you really understand nothing?
Fine, maybe nothing is an exaggeration. There are a few ideas you've picked up on. For instance, many things you would consider mundane, things that such as legal documents or parking tickets, are considered magical by the scholars.
Yeah, they bind an effect on a person.
But you take issue with this. It means that the concept of magic is too broad. So much detritus falls under its alleged umbrella that magic might as well be a meaningless term.
Could this not be the subject of your lecture? Does such a criticism not qualify as a reasonable topic?
You sigh. You have a suspicion that giving such a lecture might instigate the total collapse of magic as a concept. Robin laughs.
For someone who claims to know so little of the stuff, you're bizarrely confident in your ability to destroy it.
She's not wrong, but something still doesn't feel right to you. Oh, her expression changed.
It's real good. Here's my actual opinion, Your Majesty. I think you are perfectly capable of delivering a lecture the scholars will find satisfying, and you know it. What frustrates you right now is that you cannot devise a lecture that will satisfy your own curiosity.
Yeah, she's basically figured you out. The magic you wish to learn is that magic which eludes your understanding while holding your fascination. It's the magic puck used to transmute the feasting hall into your office. It's the magic hop used to bisect a table with the stroke of the pen. It's the magic skip used to erase both of those events from the official record.
Mm-hmm.
It's the forces of the tide shattering the landscape with such violent regularity. It's...
Mm-hmm.
A realization hits you so hard you almost fall out of your chair.
Mm-hmm.
There is a spell you could demonstrate, something that feels like genuine magic to you. You need to wait until high tide, but you believe you have the outline of a lesson for me.
Glad to be of service, Your Majesty.
Yeah, we know. There's magic that we do every time here.
Yes.
Non-stop. It looks like you're due for another encounter with Leviathan. As improbable as it sounds, you and Robin think your journal might contain some information on this beast. Carefully look through your journal for information on Leviathan. Well, for carefully looking through our journal. See, anything look... How it behaves in battle, that's not particularly useful to us. Or that's Robin's notes, and we kind of already know that stuff. All these things have a pink outline. Hey. Are y'all noticing something weird? There are two things here that are inconsistent. One of them is kind of staring you in the face, quite literally. The other one's a little bit more subtle.
Really? I'm not seeing it.
One of these looks a little bit different than the others.
Which one?
The upper left.
How so?
The underline is a different color.
Well,
Everything
yeah,
is underlined.
But it's a television. Of course the underline is a different color. It's a color television. That's how televisions work. They create lines of color. They create lines of color, right? It created a line of color.
Okay. Well, then explain this one.
I assumed every time we've looked at this journal, I've assumed that we were not going to talk about that one. I thought that was a conscious effort on both of our parts not to acknowledge whatever the hell that is.
While it may be a conscious effort on our part to not acknowledge it, our courtiers have forced the matter upon us, haven't they? The courtiers have told us, hey, something's weird about your journal, go look at it.
Fine, we can look at the giant one-eyed time cyclops.
That's odd. You don't recall the events described in this entry.
You see it, right? It's a cyclops, except the eye is a clock.
There's a clock, yeah.
Yeah.
While idly flipping through the pages of your journal, you come upon an entry that you have no recollection of experiencing. Even stranger, the entry is unmistakably written in your hand and uses many of your personal shorthands and preferred phrases. Pour over the mysterious entry in detail. This might take a while.
Well, yeah.
I think we do that next episode.
Fine, we can watch TV.
You admit you might not have the time to investigate at this exact moment. A few lines into this entry, and you suddenly realize you've been reading the same sentence for the past few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Try again.
Well, that's how TV works.
A few lines into the entry, and you suddenly realize you've been rereading the same sentence for the past few minutes.
Well, that's how TV
you shake your
works.
head and make another attempt. So far, so good. Why are you so distracted today? A few lines into this entry, and you suddenly realize you've been rereading the same sentence for the past few minutes.
That's how TV works.
This is starting to get annoying. It's as if this text in your journal is genuinely trying to elude you. You could just give up. The memory probably isn't that important. But no, come on. If there's one thing you've proven yourself able to do, it's read. After an immense amount of concentration, you finally piece together the events as described by your journal. With the full picture in front of you, this memory, missing until now, snaps into place with all the grace of a soda machine dispensing a can. Here it is.
I love that.
You've taken note of the fact that the quartz chapel contains a television at the pulpit.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't surprise you to learn that the television is in good working order and capable of picking up a variety of signals.
Hold on.
After all, the plumbing...
Sorry, I just have a commentary here.
The church TV.
Well, what gives something power?
Its shape and its meaning and its interpretation on first glance?
So partially, yes. But also, the amount of time spent staring at it and feeding your own energy into it. It's not that different from some of the Shinto stuff that you covered over back in the Toho streams.
We have two separate arguments or two separate answers in my chat here. Dusk to Umbreon says cables, specifically power cables.
Okay.
And Conley says your attention.
Mm-hmm. Conley, I would say, is correct. It's our attention to a shrine, our attention to a church figure, our attention to a loved one, our attention to an object that we highly value and treasure. It's that attention, love, and respect and detail that gives an object power. It infuses its power because you're also giving it control of us by allowing our own attention to focus on it. If you focus on a tree all day long, you are feeding your attention and intention into that tree.
Yeah. You have made that tree important by focusing on it.
Bingo! You get it. You've made that tree important by focusing on it. Now,
that tree had no meaning until now, but now that you are completely and utterly fixated by it,
enthralled by it,
day in and day out, you have made that tree something massively important to you.
You have infused a magic into that tree. Right?
Right.
Which I just want to say, I'm just going to shotgun
multiple channels.
I'm going to shotgun this at chat right now. Delete her number. All right. Definitely hit someone with that. But I mean, yes, it is a question of giving things high value or low value, right? Like, I mean, just look around your desk. If you were sitting at a desk right now, or if you have if your TV is on a console and you're watching this on a TV. I assume I'm televised. I'm not sure how that works. I want you to look at the things surrounding it that you have decided are valuable enough to put around your area. Things that you view upon in your peripheral vision at all times. Is it a thing that you love, or is it something that brings you pain to see because it's a mess, or it's a scribble, or it's a bill? Is what you focus your attention on a beautiful sculpture, or a figure of a character that you want that you feel a connection to because of a show that you love, or is it some half-rotten milk? Like, this is how you magic your area around you, but by extension, how much do you look at a screen that theoretically reflects yourself? I'm not getting into. I never actually watched Black Mirror, but I feel like I don't have to. I'm not getting into that. But what it is you are focusing your attention on What? You're focusing your attention on...
Television.
Television. Is it
Anything
meaningful to
else?
say that you are... Not everybody can send their attention through the screen to a creator. We have an advantage in this, of course, but a lot of people who watch television, which is prescribed entertainment rather than chosen entertainment, are passive observers. They are watching the TV. They're not watching a specific thing. They're not watching a streamer or a video essay or you know, Jade the Kobold at youtube.com/@Jade the Kobold. They're instead focusing on time passes because I sit back and turn on whatever's on the television. You know, the old boomer style of watching TV, right?
Yep. So,
that is imbuing it with a lot of power. Sorry. There we go. And
so, I wanted to go back and discuss some of the stuff that you had mentioned of the items in your periphery. So, I've got a little bit of things, one of which is a single empty wrapper. But this single empty wrapper is fairly justified because I ate it during the span of the stream. I have simply not thrown it out yet. Less justifiable is a can of soda. But, on the other hand, those are the worst ones. Also, we have Dolly, the sheep plushie from the Psychiatric Clinic for Abused Cuddly Toys Flash game, and is a very important symbol and figure of plurality and my own self-perception, and it's a story I love.
Cool.
There's also a framed illustration of Mu drawn by an artist.
Yay!
And, I kid you not, in an amazing comedic throwback to topics discussed slightly earlier, a book of furry pornography. After all, the plumbing works fine, so why not this? You flip through the channels, you don't have much interest in any of the shows, but there's one thing you would like to find. And find it you do. A baseball game in progress, channel 22. The team's unfamiliar to you, but that doesn't matter. The familiar sounds of the game give you an immediate comfort that you didn't realize you lacked until now.
Okay, but this right here, I just want to talk on this with what I just said. Projecting watching something, the TV, rather than watching an individual thing. We've just proclaimed here that we are watching sports. We are watching sport. We are watching the baseball in this case. And the teams don't matter. The regularity of baseball, again, as we said before, it's a factory game. The baseball is a factory in which the best factory workers win the game. And the baseball factory is repetitive to the extreme, almost more so than any other sport. And that repetition leads to us reading the same line again in a book. When you sit down with a book and you read a paragraph, then you read the paragraph again, and then you read it over and over again, that has been influenced into us because of the potion of loving baseball, because we've decided that we love the repetition of seeing the same thing play out, maybe slightly differently each time, but finding it over and over and sitting down to watch the same thing each time has also bled over into our ability to read.
Offline MA gift by Glowpossum. Your scholars sharing a love for the game of a similar origin to your own wander in and wordlessly join you on the cushioned pews in the front row.
If we ignore the streaming stuff, which is omnipresent and also indicative of, well, exactly the problem that we're describing, I have a Kuromi figure. I have a ceramic Koki which is a frog. I have the Adventure Time Miku. I have some, I'm gonna say, sculptures. I have a fire maker, and the rest of the stuff is the fact that I'm in a closet, and so my clothes are in here.
You're cutting out.
And the rest of the stuff is the fact that I'm in a closet and my clothes are in here.
Ah, yes. And then I forgot to mention I also have a training butterfly knife. So bladeless.
Oh, fun.
But...
Oh, what? What? What?
Oh.
No, no, no,
The
no,
home.
no, 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 no. Move.
Yeah.
Get a regular butterfly knife. Not like a super sharp one, but it has to have an edge. Because that's how you learn. You learn the muscle memory by cutting yourself. Every time you cut yourself, that will teach your body not to do that better than any amount of training on a dead knife. You've robbed the knife of its one defining feature, the ability to cut things. You are no longer training with a butterfly knife. You are training with a weird baton. You're basically training with a fidget spinner. But if you have a blade
and that is what I want.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
The home
as
team
long as
is
you acknowledge it.
trailing.
Hi.
Yep. Hi. The home team is trailing, but only by 2 runs. It's still the bottom of the second inning, and the future shimmers with possibility. Some time passes. You understand that you're only half paying attention to the game, but this feels like the ideal amount of attention to pay. Hop, who remains adamant that you must not explain any of the rules of baseball to him, is describing his theories about the game. Skip is listening and taking notes.
Amazing.
So as far as I understand it, there are multiple teams in competition.
Yes. Yes.
I've counted at least 4 teams, but there could exist more that have yet to be revealed.
Oh, very interesting.
At first, the goal of the game was unclear to me, but after a few rounds, I think I have a good grasp of it.
Fascinating. Feel free to pause it. Now, hold on here. There are 4 teams. You have one team. Each team. You have one defense and one offense at a time, and then when they switch, it's a different team on offense and a different team on defense, because functionally you are filling different roles. Thus, you are filling the role of a different factory worker. So, in that sense, there are 4 teams.
That's true. Right. In my best estimation, the goal of the game is to sell insurance. A common strategy appears to involve the use of comedic skits which employ frequent non sequiturs.
Okay.
Which, I must say, is exactly what I'd want out of a test of athletic talents.
Yes. We agree
Though I
there.
suppose it's no surprise that I would like this game, given the potion we all drank. What else? Oh, many of the teams have recurring mascots acting as key representatives of their particular brand of insurance.
That makes sense.
You're debating whether you should try to direct his attention toward the actual game when the actual game is actually interrupted. A strange signal overtakes the screen, destroying the visuals and producing an eerie sound. Out of the noise, a message begins to play. You move closer to the television to better hear it. The message is at times hard to make out, but here's the gist of it. The speaker identifies themselves as a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command. They speak of a new age of human evolution, one of wisdom and peace that awaits any who accept their benevolent aid. However, the Ashtar Galactic Command will only welcome into its fold those individuals who seek to put down their weapons and abandon war.
Dang it.
Does this not sound like Her Majesty?
Her Majesty hates the war.
The message concludes by encouraging any individuals who meet the criterion to reach out their hands. Her Majesty should do it.
Do it!
Sure, why not? You do it. As you touch the screen, the test pattern wavers, and the voice responds. Thank you for your interest in the AGC's mission of peace and wisdom. A representative will be with you shortly. The most beautiful music you've ever heard begins emanating from the television, but is quickly cut short by a new voice interjects. This is the voice of Rillen, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. One moment while I pull up your file.
The interesting thing here is that in various things regarding, like, stories of the Fae, or stories of shamans who work with, like that kind of thing, I occasionally hear people comment on quote unquote aliens, which is interesting because that is not the same belief pattern. That is not the same set of ideals, and yet it is something clearly described by multiple people who see it. But again, as we said earlier, they're seeing the facets of their own interpretation of what they're seeing. They see something and their brain translates it to alien. I think the much better term for this is outsider. It's a creature that is outside of whatever it is that we are in, whatever you want to call it as such. So having these voice of outsiders here, they're taking a pretty common tack of describing them as literal aliens. Also, fun fact, the other day, one of my friends who is wait, never mind.
See, you appear to be enmeshed in an ancient conflict among orthogonal entities on the planet you call Earth. Is that their way of saying you're trapped in a magical fairy war? One moment while my translator catches up. I see. The answer to your query is yes. These sorts of fairy conflicts are very common, and due to their highly allegorical nature, nearly inescapable. But here's some good news. The AGC has both the resources and the will to establish a lasting and prosperous peace, even in situations such as yours. To achieve this peace, however, we must first deploy a peace-building team to your proximate area.
That's terrifying.
This will take about 22,222 of your solar orbits.
Okay.
After all, we are very far away. But worry not, we will maintain frequent communication. For instance, I will contact you next with an updated ETA in about 222 of your solar orbits. Please look forward to it.
Yay!
Until then, we of the Ashtar Galactic Command thank you for your attention. Just as abruptly as it started, the signal fades. As the interruption subsides and the television returns to the game, your scholars offer you congratulations. You're a bit perplexed. What are they congratulating you for? Is it not obvious? For ending the war!
Yes, we understood this to be one of Her Majesty's great objectives, and now she has seen it through.
You think that might be getting her hopes up? Even if you were to believe every word that came out of the television, the war will not end until 22,000 years from now.
Time doesn't exist. Time doesn't
you have
exist
guaranteed
here.
that it.
Sorry.
Yet you have guaranteed that it will end. For an immortal war, that is an incredible feat.
Yeah. If it's ending the fairy war is pretty much impossible, and yet Her Majesty has summoned a machine god who promises to do just that.
Probably one of the only methods I can even imagine working, really. Yeah!
Nice.
You know what that symbol means?
The curse of war is lifted.
22... A curse is lifted. 22,222 years from this day, the Queen of Titanium Court did unburden her people of the curse of war, and there was jubilation.
Because
Unsure of how to feel about it.
Because that means that there is going to be an end, which means that it is no longer infinite, and anything that is not infinite is finite, and anything that is finite has a conclusion. Therefore, the war will... We have ensured that the war will have a conclusion.
Yep. I see their perspective entirely. Unsure of how to feel about their conclusions, you glance back at the baseball game. 2 innings have passed, but the score remains the same. That's the gist of what happened.
Yes.
Are you finally satisfied?
Much.
I am satisfied too, and that's why I'm going to call it here.
Yay! This was fun.
Thank you, Jade, for joining me on this wacky adventure. And I don't know, next time we might take a look at the thing that I refuse to acknowledge.
It requires acknowledging it, so we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Wait, that acknowledges it too. Dang it! Oh, wait, what can we do?
The thing is one of my chat members pointed out first. I didn't bring it up until a chat member said the weird skull. And so the onus is no longer on us.
Oh, okay.
Next time we might be able to reunite the goats. Here's hoping.
Goats.